So in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about how to earn platinum and how to be successful in Diablo Immortal. We're going to start with something very basic, which is completing your daily activity. Basically, every day this will reset and give you the opportunity to make some rewards as well as 300 platinum. So you will increase this reward bar by completing various tasks. As you can see, completing an Elder Rift, you're going to get 8 battle points. By claiming that, it will fill this bar, and then you will get various rewards, starting with just hilts, then a charm and the spirit essence, as well as at the end 300 platinum and 15 spirit essences. So it is important to finish this every day so you can get that 300 platinum. It does stack up to 3 days. As you can see, 2 out of 2, so I let this ride for 2 days. It can stack up to 3, so if you don't have time to sign in and complete your tasks within those 3 days, it will stack and you won't lose anything. But if you wait too long, it will cap out at 3 days, and then you will start to lose those rewards. Now on that topic, you will get these battle points for doing pretty much anything in the game, but I do highly suggest you take advantage of what's called the featured events. This will change every day, but this will give you double the rewards so that you can fill this gauge faster. The next thing we're going to talk about is pretty much the first thing that you're going to run into that can give you your platinum is the Elder Rift. Now the Elder Rift is kind of what we call a lottery ticket because it is very much a gamble, but essentially how this is going to work is you are going to run these Elder Rifts until you cap out your Fading Embers. So as you can see, I've already capped out my 120 out of 120, but I haven't finished my 280. This works exactly as it explained. So basically every time you run an Elder Rift, you are going to get Fading Embers. As you can see here, I will get 10 for running a Elder Rift, and that will go towards your base weekly limit. In order to get your bonus weekly limit of 120, anyone in your party has to use a crest. One of these crests, either a rare crest, a legendary crest, or an eternal legendary crest. I'll break these down. Basically, rare crest, they will give you telluric fragments or legendary gem fragments. These can be used to purchase legendary gems, but they are account bound. This you're going to be using to increase your power and other things that I'll go over later. Legendary crests will give you a guaranteed legendary gem, but these are also account bound. Again, this will be used to make you stronger. And then finally, the one that we actually want, which is the Eternal Legendary Crest. This is able to be sold on the market. So this is where we're going to make our money, and this is our lottery ticket here because this can vary from 400 platinum all the way up to like 600,000 platinum, which obviously is the goal. But anyway, how we're going to gain these Fading Embers to begin with is just running these rifts over and over, and as you empower the rift with these crests, as you can see, it went up to 11, 12, 13, and then anybody in my party who will add crest as well, those will also increase how many Fading Embers you get. So you don't have to add those as long as some of your party members are adding them to fill this amount, but you will need to run them until you cap out both of these to get your 400 Fading Embers. Now, once we have completed all our Elder Rifts and have capped out our Fading Embers, we are going to take those down to the Apprentice Jeweler, which is this diamond indicator on the map. This is where we are going to buy our Eternal Legendary Crest, which again is our lottery ticket, and then we are going to use that to run another Elder Rift to get a legendary gem. Alright, so we're going to go to the Apprentice Jeweler, we're going to go to Gem Services, Craft, and then as you can see here, Eternal Legendary Crest. Now it only costs 320 Fading Embers, and as you may have noticed, the cap for the weekly Fading Embers is 280 and 120, so 400. This will allow you to get 5 Eternal Legendary Crests every month, so you'll get 1 a week, and then on one of your weeks you're going to get 2. So we're going to go ahead and craft that, and then we're going to go ahead and run back to that Elder Rift, and I will show you what this looks like. Okay, so now we're back at the Elder Rift. I am going to go ahead and empower this with a ELC. Again, this is going to give us a unbound or a sellable legendary gem. So I'm going to go ahead and enter. You can run this in a party or solo. I like to run my ELC solo, but again, it's up to you, whatever's more comfortable for you. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. I will fast forward to the end and give you an idea of what it looks like. Alright, and it is at this point that we are going to start praying that we see a white light come out of this glorious chest here. A white light is an indicator that you got something good. Bam, look at that. A wolf hort, 3 stars, so that is a good sign. That is actually incredible that I caught that on camera because it's very rare to get something like this. This means that I just made money. This is going to be worth a decent amount of platinum, so that is really good that I captured that, but this is ideally what you are looking for. Anyway, so after running that ELC, the Eternal Legendary Crest, I have gotten a gem with this market icon. As you can see, some of my gems do not have an icon in the corner, and some of them do. When you see this market icon, that means it is sellable. So I just got a sellable gem, and that is how I'm going to get a large chunk of my platinum. Now, like I said, this can be worth between 400 platinum and 600,000 platinum, so this can vary widely. And that is why I call it a lottery ticket. Let's go ahead and get out of here, and we're going to go check out the market. Alright, so now we have reached the market, and I do want to point something out, that this is the market here on the map, and if you see this icon, it looks exactly like the icon that is on our sellable items. So again, when you see this scale icon or the market icon, that means the item you have can be sold for platinum. Okay, so we're going to talk to our NPC here, and then we're going to take a look at that gem we just got. And I'll give you an idea of how this works. So when you initially click on the item you want to sell, it is going to pop up and it is going to show you the similar items on the market, right? So as you can see, there are 3 other of these gems on the market, ranging from 49,000 to 128,000. Some people are very optimistic, and then some people are maybe holding out for more, because once this one sells, maybe this one will sell after, and they're trying to make a decent amount of profit. But that is not always accurate. So I do suggest, when you have something reasonably valuable, to actually go into the buy section, find the item that you have, and double check what's going on. So as you can see, before it said 49,000, but I actually see one here for 39,000. So watch, it's going to update. Yep, bam. So 39, 44. So it changed from what it initially had just prior. So sometimes, again, the markets get a little bit confused or they're delayed. So go ahead and check before you actually start placing your stuff, because you want to get an actual idea of what it's worth. It doesn't always go down. Sometimes it'll be worth more. So you just want to make sure. But we're going to go ahead and list this item. I'm going to post it a little bit high because I'm not in a rush here. And there we have it. So that is how you list things on the market. That is going to be how you research things on the market, and that is going to be kind of how the legendary gems work. As you can see, you can sell regular gems, you can sell runes, you can also sell familiars, aberrant ones, which we're going to go over in just a little bit, but basically anything with that market icon you can sell. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at familiars, which are pets that you can utilize to run tasks for you or to buff up your character, but we specifically are going to try to find ones that we can sell. You can only sell aberrant pets, which are the ones with this purple icon here. As you can see, it has a market icon here in the corner. This one doesn't. It's not an aberrant, so I can't sell it. And then when you scroll down here, you are going to see a suggested sellable price. This is actually not accurate, but it just lets you know that it is sellable on the market. Again, when it goes to things on the market, you really have to look at similar items so that you can compare and then list them based on what the demand of the market is. But anyway, we are going to visit our NPC Niza, which is over here on the map. We're going to navigate to her, and then we are going to go to Contract Shop. So contracts are your familiar contracts. These are what are going to allow you to summon familiars each week. You can get 3 of these per week, and then you can also find them randomly in the world, but they are pretty rare. But anyway, you can get 3 of them per week. You do have to earn a specific amount of battle points to unlock them, but it's pretty easy to get these right away. It's only 480, and you should get those by the 1st or 2nd day. And then 10,000 gold, which again is pretty cheap. So we're going to go ahead and buy those, and then we are going to go to the binding ritual of the familiar summoning table, and then we can summon our familiars. So you can draw whatever you want here. I don't know that it changes your drops in any way by changing the shapes, but anyway, I'm going to do a simple one, and then we're going to go into our familiars, and we are going to want to upgrade them to level 30. Now in order to do this, you need to go to Empower and then click on the ones you wish to upgrade. It does require those spirit essences that you will get from either completing your dailies, or you will find these randomly throughout the world. They are pretty rare too. I have significantly more contracts than I have spirit essences, so definitely pick and choose which pets you're going to upgrade at first, but it's just something that you have to farm for. But anyway, now that we've got them to level 30, we can go to convert, and then we're going to select 3 of our pets to convert. Now this will merge them all into one pet, so you're going to turn 3 into 1, but if we are lucky, we are going to be able to get an aberrant pet. Alright, see there, we just got lucky. Now this is only a 20% chance. I'm getting really lucky today. It's kind of crazy, but I'm glad I am, so I can show you guys what this looks like. Anyway, aberrant obtained. As you can see, I got the icon there, confirm, and then this is a separate pet. So this is the one I just made, and then the aberrant one is a separate pet that you're going to get. So as you can see, this is the one I made here, not sellable, but the aberrant pet that I just earned is sellable, and then this one, because of its power, probably has a large price. Yep, there you go, 119,000. Now again, that's not accurate. I wish it was, because I would love to get that amount, but it's probably worth significantly less than that. But anyway, you can sell these pets. So again, let's go take a look at the market so we can show you kind of how that's going to work and how to research what their value is. And these are also going to be how we are going to trade our platinum, so we'll dive into that more later. Okay, so again, I'm going to go to my sell, I'm going to look at my pet, and then as you can see, they're selling for about 29,000. So far from that 119,000, but still pretty good. I can just adjust the price, and then I can post it up if I want to. Alright, the next thing we're going to talk about is the Hilt Trader, which is found up here. I'm just going to navigate to him really quick. This is where we are going to buy some of our weekly and daily rewards. You do need to use Hilts to purchase these items. That's why it's called the Hilt Trader. And you will get this variously completing dailies or from your battle pass. But anyway, we're going to visit him. Every month you are going to want to buy this legendary crest for 1,600 hilts. Again, it's a monthly thing, so it's just once a month. Whenever you get a chance, go ahead and buy that. And then weekly, we're going to want to purchase our simple charms, 3 of these. Charms we're going to go over in just a minute, but these are another way you can make money. And then also you can check the limited time. This is daily, and this will refresh every couple hours. Sometimes you're going to get lucky like I am now, and you will be able to buy another simple charm. So you'll be able to get a 4th simple charm from this, and that will just help you make more money or potentially make more money. But again, check this guy every Monday, I suggest, and then at least once a month to get that legendary crest. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is Erebban, which is located over here next to Rayek, Gate to Erebban. This is going to be kind of like your consistent salary, where the Eternal Legendary Crests and the Familiars are kind of random. This is going to be pretty consistent. So as you can see here, you will be able to obtain bound normal gems as well as unbound normal gems. And as you can see that icon there, these will be sellable. You are able to get 63 of each every week. So you'll be able to sell these 63 gems and make a consistent paycheck every week from this. Now this is kind of like a double reward center here because you'll also be able to get these abyssal essences, and once you obtain 10 of those, you'll be able to trade them to Raic for runes. So this will be giving you a guaranteed rune, which is also marketable. As you can see here, I have a bunch of them and they have the marketable sign on them. So these will vary in rarity. That is part of the RNG or the gamble part of the rune system. But you will be able to get common, which is white, magical, which is blue, rare, which is yellow, and then legendary, which is orange. Honestly, the only ones that you're going to be able to sell are typically these yellow ones and the orange ones. The other ones, they're just not that valuable. But the good thing is that you can actually go to runesmithing at Raic or Charcy the blacksmith, and you can actually upgrade these to higher ranked runes. So as you can see, once you have 3 of the same rune, you'll be able to synthesize it, and that will actually upgrade it to the next tier. So eventually you can craft all the way up to a yellow or an orange, a rare or a legendary, and you'll be able to get a more valuable rune. So it's not a total loss if you get the lower tier ones. You can still just wait over a period of time and craft them up to higher ones. Now, unfortunately, you do need to unlock Hell difficulty 3 in order to access Erebban. So you're going to have to go through your Helliquary quest, complete your Helliquary, and then unlock Hell difficulty 3, which I can help you with once you've unlocked that Helliquary quest in order to access Erebban. But once you have this open, again, this is going to be your weekly, pretty much guaranteed income. Alright, so I will now go over charms, which is another way we can make platinum, but I saved this for last because this requires a good amount of research as well as some risk, because you do have to spend some platinum in the hopes that you're going to make a profit in return. But let's go over it now. We're going to go to the charms craftsman down here, located next to the identifier. We're going to talk to him. And then there's a couple options here. You have salvage, which is breaking down your unwanted charms to get the crafting material here. And then you can upgrade your charms to hopefully get a good charm. And then you can extract them in order to sell them. So the process is basically salvage your unwanted charms and then use those materials to upgrade your charm. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how do I know which charms are valuable and which ones are not? Pretty simple. You're going to have to do some research. We are going to go to the market and we are going to search the skill stones based on the class and the skill to see if that charm is valuable or not. So I'll give you an idea here. I have one here. Not a great charm, but it has Vengeance on it, which is a pretty good skill. It is usually worth something. And then we have Wind Edge and Strafe. So I'm going to do a little bit of research and figure out what they are worth. So I'm going to go to Skill Stones. I'm going to go under Demon Hunter, for example, and we are going to go to Strafe. And then we're going to change the search from low to high so I can see what is the cheapest one on the market. And as you can see, 501 is the cheapest one on the market, then 755. So for me, anything that's under about 800 plus or 900 plus, probably not worth the gamble, because it costs 500 platinum in order to create a skill stone, and then you're going to lose the 15% market fee, unfortunately. So you need to sell your skill stone for a minimum of 600 in order to even make a single platinum back, and even at that point you're basically not making anything, so it's not really worth your time. And that's why I say 800 to 900 is the goal, which I guess there's a chance we could get it from Strafe, but not very likely. I don't like those odds there. So let's go ahead and look at Vengeance, which is the other one I have. And as you can see here, 931. That's a good position for me. So even though the charm I have only rolled Vengeance, right, just Vengeance, it'll still get 931. So if I spend 500 minus the 15% fee, I can still make like 200 or 300 platinum, which is reasonable for a charm. Now, ultimately, the goal is to get a charm similar to this, where you roll multiple skills from the same class on one charm. This will be worth a lot more. So as you can see, I have 4 out of 5 skills for the same class, all Blood Knight, except for this Barbarian one. And then this charm would be worth like 2,000 platinum. So the 500 plus the 15% fee is definitely worth it, because I'll still make like 1,300 back. So definitely worth it in that regard. So even though this one didn't roll very well, right? I got all these random classes and only Vengeance, which is a valuable one. I know at least I can get my money back. So again, when you see skills where you're like, you know, like Strafe, for example, where it was rolling for 501 and it costs 500 to make it minus the 15% fee on top of that, this is one that I would break down in order to get the materials to craft a Grand Charm, a rank 5. But in any case, I will show you kind of what it looks like to roll these charms, and then we'll see if we can get lucky enough to at least make it better, right? So let's go ahead and roll this one. Even though this is one that I would typically break down, let's just see if we get lucky with it. Okay, technically I did get lucky with this, which is ironic, right? So I initially went for it to be Strafe and Demon Hunter, but then as you can see, I rolled 3 Necromancer skills. So ironically, even though this charm was not very good, well, arguably not that good and not that valuable, it actually rolled a valuable charm. So now what I would do is I would go to Extract, right? And I would look at this charm, and I would say, okay, well, it's got 3 Necromancer skills, which again, you want to roll multiple skills for the same class, and then you'll extract it for 500 platinum, turning it into a skill stone, and then you can sell that skill stone. So again, I spent the 500, which is a risk, it's a gamble, and then I'm going to go over here, and I am going to sell that skill stone. And again, we can see Demon Hunter, Necro, Crusader. Because it has 3, I'm going to post it up for a little bit higher, let's say 1,500, and then we're going to see how that does. But essentially, that is what you're doing. You are trying to roll charms with multiple of the same class, but you want to make sure that initial skill is worth your time, because again, if that initial skill is not valuable and you roll a complete junk charm, you're going to be stuck with that junk charm, right? You're just going to basically waste your materials and potentially waste your platinum. So definitely do your research and you know, just be confident before you start crafting and experimenting and this and that, because you can actually lose money in the process with charms. And the final thing I am going to go over is not platinum related, but it will help you in the long run, which is legendary gems, particularly crafting legendary gems for Magic Find. So we're going to go to this Apprentice Jeweler as we did before to get our ELC, but it's this diamond icon here. We're going to talk to her and go to Gem Services. So you're going to see your regular gems and you're going to see your legendary gems here that you can fit into your gear. And you are going to want to craft these legendary gems and then rank them up. To give you an example here, once you get them to rank 5, you're going to unlock something called Magic Find. So you're going to increase chance to find magic items by 10%. The higher your Magic Find, the better items you're going to find. So you're going to find better gear, you're going to find better pretty much everything, runes, gems, whatever it is, you're going to get better items by having higher Magic Find. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your telluric fragments that you're going to get from running your Elder Rifts, and you're going to want to craft gems and then use those gems to upgrade your current gems. So for example, if I wanted to upgrade this one, it would require a rank 1 duplicate Void Spark plus 100 gem power. So I'll give you an example of kind of how this works. If I were to upgrade this one, I can click on this, and then I will use other gems to basically sacrifice them as materials to increase the gem that I have, right? So you're going to want to do that until you craft them up to rank 5, and then that will give you your increased magic find. And as you can see here, I have a bunch of those equipped. Rank 5, increased magic find, increased magic find. You're going to want to do this as much as possible, preferably having all of them to a minimum of rank 5 so you can get plus 80% magic find. So again, you're going to want to use your unused gems, basically your unwanted gems, outside of the bound ones. Again, we want to sell these, so don't use those, but use your junk gems to basically upgrade your valuable gems. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and 5 gem power. I'm sacrificing these gems, and then that's going to go from a rank 1 to a rank 2, just like that. So again, if we want to continue to upgrade that, let's go ahead and make a couple more. I'm going to use those telluric fragments to buy these gems, and then I can use those gems to upgrade my gems. So you kind of have to use your junk ones. That you're going to get a lot of these. You're going to get these from running Elder Rifts by using rare crests or legendary crests. And then you can use these again to upgrade the ones you want to keep to make them stronger. And as you can see, your resonance will go up, your combat rating will go up, and you will get whatever the perk is, that will go up as well. So this will make you stronger. And then again, once you get to rank 5, you're going to get that magic find, which is what you want, right? We're going to take a look here. As you can see, I have 130% magic find, and I'm not even wearing all my magic find gems. I can trade out some of these for my magic find gems and have higher. But that is the goal. You want to increase your magic find as much as possible because it will help you get higher quality items that you can make more platinum from selling. And that's pretty much it, everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will be happy to assist you as much as possible, but follow this guide to maximize how much platinum you're making every week, and hopefully we can all get wealthy together.